we're here today to do the Old Man of Coniston, or hopefully. There's a bit of wind forecast, so we'll see what we've got when we get up there. But yeah, this is just like the main little road through the village. There's a couple of other pubs, a little shop, a little cafe just around the corner. Just popped to a little local shop for some pack up for today's walk. Neither of us could be bothered to make anything today, and we've had a bit of a slow start, to be fair. We left our park up last night near Eskdale to come to Coniston, and there was just roadworks everywhere. The diversion took you to another road closed sign, so we had to go back. Then it turned out that that closed road wasn't closed at all. It was actually open and it was a diversion, but they hadn't bothered to set the signs down. So yeah, been a bit of a mess about this morning, really. The pub behind me is the Sun Inn. Me and Leah have stayed there a few times. It's a B&B. It does some nice food as well. Really nice sort of food. So we've been there I think it's 3 times we've stayed there now. But we generally always pop in after we've had a hike up the Old Man of Coniston, which we're hopefully going to do today. You'll probably be able to tell by how out of breath I am that this road is steep, very steep. There's a little fascinating fact about this little point here. Just speaking about the pub, actually, we spent my birthday and New Year's Eve in the Sun Inn one day, and got talking to some locals at New Year's Eve. I have to excuse me, I'm out of breath, but thought it was a good idea to start drinking in the afternoon on New Year's Eve from about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then drinking pints and rum and coke until about 2 in the morning, getting up the next morning at about 8:45 to come for a walk up the Old Man as we're doing now. I made it this far, which is probably 100 metres from the pub, and I was throwing up, to be honest. Rather than just go back to the hotel and go to bed for a few hours, I plodded on with a walk, because everybody says how good it makes you feel, you know, getting out and getting the energy and exercise. 5.5 hours. I've never felt so ill in my life. It was a 3-day hangover in the end. It took me right into the new year. This is the entrance to the Walnut Sky car park. You have to pay through the Ringo app, so you need to download that app either before you come or when you get here and put a location code and it'll tell you all the fees. There isn't actually a price of any of the fees here. I think last time we paid it was something about £6, £8. But if you're looking at the quality of what you're paying for, pardon my French, that is absolute shit. It'll probably cost you more in repairing your tyres. For what they charge in these places, you would think they'd make some attempt to sort of make the parking areas somewhat usable. Just found the price list. Up to 4 hours, £5. Up to 24 hours, £8.50. But that doesn't include overnight parking. So if you are in a van or car, essentially, that doesn't count for 24 hours. Which is the kind of thing, there's a little small print on the sign, which is fair enough, because if that's what they're saying, no overnight camping, no overnight sleeping, and what they're starting to do now is put no adapted vehicles for sleeping overnight as well. So they're covering all the bases. We've changed our plans slightly. It doesn't seem too bad at the moment, but the wind, once we got a little higher up, was just really howling and really blowing a gale. So we've decided what we're going to do is not do the big walk today, and go down to a place called Bannishead Quarry, where there's like a waterfall falling into like a little tarn. We're going to do that, and then we're going to head back to Coniston and go and do something else on the way back. I just double checked the weather, and it's due to get stronger winds and due to be a bit of rain this afternoon. There's already cloud appearing up where we were going to go, so we're not going to bother. We're just going to have a short walk along this waterfall, go to the quarry, and then I think we're going to go to Ambleside and pick up some bits and pieces. On this trip, are we?
Yeah,
okay.
We're going to Italy, aren't we? Are we?
We're at Bannishead Quarry now. There's loads of keep out signs and danger signs. You may or may not just see some water in there behind me. It's just like it's like a bigger version of Hull Pot in the Yorkshire Dales, really. It's not no swimming signs and a lot of deep water side stuff, but I know for a fact people have used it in summer for like a swimming area. I've seen people diving off the cliffs. We're at Castlerig Camping and Caravan Club just outside Keswick. Really quiet site. Just over there in the distance in the cloud, you may or may not see it, is Cat Bells. There's Waller Crag, two of the other Wainwrights. But yeah, what we decided to do today, because we're real sort of 50-50, our walks didn't quite go where we wanted them to go, so we decided to come to a campsite today, get showers, empty the toilet, fill up water, and we're going to go into the town of Keswick and go and frequent the pubs. Both really like Keswick, so what we're going to do is go back into all of our favourite pubs. Hopefully they'll have fires on, loads of dogs, few pants. There we go, good night. This is the main hill down to Keswick from the campsite. Campsite is just behind us to our left. About a 5-10 minute walk down a little old track, and then it's about a half-hour walk down this road and through the housing area to the centre. No more than 5-minute walk, 10-minute walk from the campsite, and there you've got views of Derwent Water, Cat Bells, all the Newlands Horseshoe, Coaldale Horseshoe, the Wakes. It's a beautiful site, beautiful location. Just making our way now into the centre of Keswick. It's Thursday, so it's market day. Trying to get killed.
Cause he's so hard to see.